October 25th, 2017, something that would change gaming forever was born. Well, no, let's back it up. Fortnite originally was a zombies survival game with building mechanics released on September 26th, 2017. It looked like a decent game. I personally remember when big names like Vanoss were sponsored to play it. However, Fortnite was overshadowed by some games with an intriguing concept that provided a very much needed new gaming experience, which is, of course, Battle Royale. A 100-player free-for-all where you drop in wherever you want, find loot, and try to be the last to survive. Some notable names with this new type of gameplay would be H1Z1 or PUBG, and can't forget Minecraft Hunger Games. Fortnite noticed this and decided, you know what? Let's try this whole Battle Royale thing and see how it goes. Little did they know that their game was going to be the most popular game of all time. Welcome everybody to a new series that I wanted to start where we will be basically analyzing each season of Fortnite, really trying to see what Epic Games did right and what they did wrong about each season. We're gonna go pretty in depth talking about the innovations, mechanics, gameplay, and other things that shaped each season. I'm gonna try to keep this somewhat entertaining. You clicked on this video and I wanna make sure that click was worth it for you. So, go grab some popcorn and some soda, sit back and relax, and try not to get too nostalgic as we take a journey through the highs and the lows of Fortnite Battle Royale. Season 1. A very, very bare bones Battle Royale game. We had a really simple loot pool of assault rifles, pistols, shotguns, snipers, explosives, and God forbid this. I would rather have been run over by a train than have to use this gun. The map at this point wasn't good, I have to admit. We have great locations, just a terrible layout. There were the hot drops, pleasant, greasy, salty, and retail. And then there were some other decent drops like the farms or small factories. The only problem is that everything was on the right side of the map. On the left, it was pleasant and greasy, and that's just about it. Well, I guess there's the Flush Factory, but let's be honest. No one actually went there. Actually, I do remember a point in time where streamers thought this was the best location on the map. I have no idea why. Then again, I also remember thinking that prison was the best spot. With all that being said, Fortnite was different, something the gaming community has never seen before. Epic Games took a leap of faith and decided to port the building mechanic from Save the World into a Battle Royale game. This is what really made Fortnite pop off. The building mechanic was unique and innovative. It added this whole new strategic way of thinking. If you're shot at, you didn't have to scramble your way over to that large rock 30 feet away or lay down in some tall grass hoping your brains don't get shot out within the next 3 seconds. You could simply just build a wall. You could also build stairs and floors to access places that would have been tedious to get to, like above the Tomato Town tunnel. Building during combat was a different story in Season 1. No one knew how to build. Like seriously, look at this, look at Season 1 building. And then look at building now. We relied more on gunplay than smashing our keyboards. Season 1 is arguably not a good season. It's not bad, but because it's so early in its lifespan, it's not great either. It's like a newborn baby. You know what? It's like Baby Yoda. You don't expect him to do much because he's a baby, you know? Regardless that he's actually 50 years old. But we all know that he has potential. There are certain redeeming qualities about him that shows this. For example, spoiler alert, when he uses the Force against the Mud Horde. The Force in this case represents the potential Baby Yoda has. And it's the same thing with the newborn baby we call Fortnite. Season 1 felt clunky. Even just looking at your character skydiving, it looks like he's passing through different dimensions or something. Movement was glitchy, graphics were garbage, and damage felt delayed when you shot someone. It wasn't the buttery smooth game like we know it as today. Fortnite put a different spin on loot that hasn't been seen in a Battle Royale game before. There are 5 different rarities of items ranging from common to legendary. The higher the rarity, the better they are. Some weapons like the bolt or the shotguns only had a few rarities, whereas other guns like the assault rifle had all 5 rarities with a cosmetic change for epic and legendary. This is one of the things that really triggers my nostalgia, and I think it was one of the good aspects of this game. Rarities made the loot feel special. It made us players feel like we just got something no one else in the lobby had. Remember seeing your first ever gold scar? It made you feel excited, even though it really didn't change the stats that drastically. After patch, though. The pre-patch scar did 98 damage to the head. I guess you'd be excited for that. Now we don't even feel an ounce of excitement when we see a legendary weapon. Back then, it felt special, and that was one of the best parts of the early seasons of Fortnite. Another unique feature to Fortnite is that rather than carrying a primary and secondary weapon like you would in other games, you had 5 weapon slots. You can essentially have a weapon for all types of engagements, plus a healing item. Oh boy, we have to talk about Season 1 healing. It was awful. You had 2 health bars, one for regular health, one for shield. You guys know this. Shield gave you an extra advantage in fights, but it's like shields didn't even exist. In Season 1, Big Pots and Slurp Juice were the only ways to obtain shield, and they were both seemingly rare. Or at least for me, everyone else in the lobby seemed to have shield, except for me. So, Big Pots were good, they gave you 50 shield, Slurp Juice, not so much. It would give you a maximum of 25 more shield. Keep in mind, this is before it actually became a useful healing item. And then, of course, there were healing items like bandages and medkits. Season 1 also introduced one of the biggest parts of the game, cosmetics. Fortnite was a free-to-play game, so they had to make money somehow. But you didn't have to spend any money if you don't want to. This was genius. They got you hooked onto the game because you could play it for free, and made you want to buy the cosmetics even though they're overpriced. Like seriously, $20 for a skin? Season 1 had this thing called the Season Shop. As you level up with XP, you unlocked certain items in the shop that you could purchase. We had some of the worst and some of the best cosmetics in the shop. The Aerial Assault 1 glider, the Aerial Assault Trooper, the Renegade Raider, the Mako glider, which was free, and the Raider's Revenge. None of which have returned to the shop, by my knowledge at least. Season 1 also had a Halloween event called Fortnitemares, which introduced some of the most iconic skins in this game. The Skull Trooper, the Gold Trooper, and the Scythe. Plus, they also changed the RPG to a pumpkin launcher. The reason why this game was so perfect for cosmetics was because you could actually see everything you purchased in-game. In games like Call of Duty, I don't want to buy a skin because A, it's not a free-to-play game, and B, you can't actually see what you're wearing in-game. Cosmetics will become an integral part of the success of Fortnite Battle Royale, and it'll also lead to the decline of this game, as you will see later on in the series. Fortnite gave us an incentive to keep playing. They had frequent updates, adding new items, new cosmetics, and optimizing the game in general. We saw the addition of the bush, an item you could use to become a portable bush camper. We saw the addition of smoke grenades, probably one of the worst things that have ever existed, besides this. And lastly, an item that sped up the pace of the game, the launch pad. An actual launch pad, not this stupid directional thing that had no purpose. Season 1 was the start of something huge. It created the foundation for one of the best multiplayer games we have seen to date. Although it was very glitchy and felt clunky, it was fun. It was a nice change of pace in the gaming community. But really, not a lot of people knew about it at this point in time. Season 2 is where it really began. That's gonna wrap it up for the analysis of Fortnite Season 1, but before you go, I do have a heart-to-heart talk towards the end, so please stick around for that. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like as it helps me out a ton and lets me know that you want to see more of these. Also, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss out on these videos in the future. I will probably be continuing this series depending on if you guys like it or not, so comment down below what you guys think and if you have any suggestions. Okay. Heart-to-heart talk time. A few days ago, I made a tweet stating that I wanted to become more connected with my community again, and I hope to start pursuing that after finals are over. I want you guys to come to my channel not for the content, but for the personality. I want you to feel like we have this personal relationship, and you're not just coming here to watch videos. Because of school, it's very difficult for me to post consistently, but this may just be a problem I have to overcome. YouTube is really a job, and I need to start treating it like a job. I do have one of the biggest projects that I've ever worked on releasing early February, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It's a Fortnite short film that I've been working on since May, so a ton of effort has gone into it. The trailer should be releasing around New Year's Day. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to get out. If you did stick around for this whole part, honestly, I couldn't be more thankful. You guys are awesome. For the 3% of you who did, be sure to comment 3% so I know which of you did stay. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Peace!